Sup YouTube, it's me, King the Saiyan. I'm here with a friend of mine, Marsh. Today we'll be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, well not just Sonic, but Sonic the Hedgehog 4 specifically. Now every Sonic or Nintendo fan knows about this game, but not its name. Either the Sonic game that tried to be like New Super Mario Bros, or the 4 that didn't feel like Sonic 4. Now me and my buddy Marsh put ourselves to the test and played this game on stream for last week and speak our minds on it with the review.
Sonic 4 was a game that a ton of people were asking for. When people heard that a sequel to Sonic 3 was being made, some people were hyped and some people were disappointed. Now when the game first came out, it was, well, bad. You could tell it tried to copy off New Super Mario Bros. In a way, so basically the game sucked. When Sonic 4 Episode 2 came out, it improved a little more, having Tails with 2 players, better stages, and even Metal Sonic. But that doesn't mean the game was the best. Now I'll leave King to talk about the story of this game.
Now you see, this game's story is a little weird. Eggman's back to taking animals and stuff, so Sonic and Tails team up and go through different islands and lands to see and defeat Eggman. Some of these lands are actually really new, which is actually really cool, but they never return again in the Sonic series. Eventually Metal Sonic appears too as they defeat him also. The 3 fight it out in the Death Egg again. That's just the story. Sonic 4 has a really lame and basic story mode, which wasn't interesting at all, sadly. I don't know why. They had a lot of potential with the story mode because even Sonic Mania had a good story mode for a 2D platformer.
The story for me is pretty basic for a Sonic game. It consists of Eggman doing what he normally does, as well as Sonic and Tails, which makes the story just really boring. They tried to change it a bit with Metal Sonic, but it doesn't really make it any better since it just comes out of nowhere for no explanation. At least Sonic Forces had explained most of what happened, but that game sucked. I gave the story a 4 out of 10. It's just really bad and too simple for a Sonic game.
So I give the story a 3. At least they tried. Now moving forward with the gameplay of this game, it's actually really fun. Not alone, but with a friend of yours, it's really great and fun to play. Which makes it fun is the teamwork part of this game. You see, we played Sonic Superstars and it was really boring. Why? Because the co-op was just crappy and yeah. So you see, with this co-op we had to fly, ball up, and even fly in the tornado, which was really fun. I think this is one of the more so unique 2D Sonic games when it comes to the gameplay area, especially 2-player. It's really fun, so I gotta get the gameplay a good 8.
Tails was the main aspect for this game. He was used in many different ways never before in Sonic games, and he actually felt a bit useful. Playing this game alone is cool, but it kinda sucks playing with an AI, so we recommend you play this game with another person. The reason why is because it makes the game so much better. Being able to do a lot of cool things with Tails is fun. Some parts of the gameplay suck, like the air levels and water levels, but it's still good when you have Tails, because you can skip parts of some levels. So I'm gonna give the gameplay of this game a 7 out of 10. Not the best gameplay ever, but it's real good when with friends or family.
Yeah, I can back him up. They did do Tails a lot better in this game. Some parts you can even get by without him, or you need the teamwork spin dash and knock through things. You see, he was sort of my Tails in this gameplay and it was really fun. I personally wish we could find another Sonic game where we could tag team in a game like this. That was really fun. We got so many clips, like look at this.
You got this. Goodbye, buddy.
No!
I
Tails, buddy! I knew you'd come back!
I got my reboot card.
Now back on with Sonic Superstars. When we stood at the borders, it would like drag Marsh with me in this game. But in Superstars, it would just make him go invisible and have to teleport to me, which is really sucky. So now we've got the graphics of this game and it doesn't look that bad. It looks like the average 2010 Sonic game on a 2D style. It looks so much better than Episode 1. It was glossy and just disgusting. So they improved a bit after a year. But they reused a bit of Sonic stuff from the first game, mainly the main menu animation. It's just the same one with him using a different shape for his hand.
The graphics are good. I mean, in some acts the levels look beautiful. Mainly the levels that have some sort of sunset in the background, but sometimes the graphics look real pixelated, like the characters themselves. Not sure why, but I guess that happens. The animation for the startup screen kinda sucks. It's the same animation as the one from Sonic 2, but they somehow made the animation worse than the animation from 30 years ago. I mean, just look at it. It's choppy as hell. Tails popping in looks very strange, and it just looks bad. Worst part is that they made the animation speed faster on consoles when on mobile the animation was normal speed. I just don't like some of the graphics in this game, so I'll give this a 6 out of 10. The backgrounds in most of the level really carried this rating, and it would be a 4 if it didn't have good backgrounds and lighting.
I give the game graphics a good 5. They're alright, I guess. Nothing really else to it. Now, the features and stuff of the game featured teamwork and just one mini game to get supersonic. Now, we haven't gotten supersonic yet, but that's literally just it. I'm gonna give that a 4, nothing else.
The teamwork in this game was good, and we already talked about this, so... The minigame is from Sonic 2 and it's pretty boring. I mean, Sonic 2 was different, this just completely copied it. I will never know why they didn't go for a different route for this game, but that's just Sonic 4. You can also play as Metal Sonic as DLC. Yay. But it is pretty cool to play as a character you can never normally play as. I just wish they did more with him. I give the features a 4 out of 10 too.
Now, all we're left with is our overall opinion on this game. Now, you see, I can't call this game a gem. It had the potential to be one, I'll say that. The game's really fun with 2 players, but against that, it's nothing. I don't think I even want to make a video on the first game, from how short of a video it would be. So this game, I'll give it a good 7. The moments made from it, how much me and Marsh were laughing at this. It was really stressful, but fun.
The game had much potential, it really did, and it felt like they tried to make this game good. Being able to play as an OP Super Sonic and Metal Sonic with an extra level was great, but the 2-player gets annoying sometimes and most parts of this game just aren't good enough to be what it's claimed to be. A sequel to the most iconic games ever. For me, it's just not good enough to be Sonic 4. Something like Mania or Superstars aren't good enough to be Sonic 4 or 5. This game just wasn't the greatest for me, but I'll give this game a 6 out of 10. I would give it a 7, but there's no way you compare this game to Sonic Superstars, which got a 7 out of 10 from IGN.
So yeah, that's our opinion on Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 2. If you like this video, go subscribe to Marsh. He also posts on his account, link in the description, or if you don't want to do that, there's his account right here. Also, don't forget to give this video some likes. I really need to finish the Sonic series, so yeah. Subscribe if you want to see more Sonic videos, and subscribe to him if you want to see Nintendo and Sonic videos. Yeah, thanks though.